to our first topic of the day.
But before that,
Malakoff,
hang on.
okay.
A very important announcement.
All right,
12,000 ringgit worth of prizes to be won for aspiring interior designers. All you need to do is to design the Glen Eagles International Lounge, and that's the design contest happening for designers from 18 to 24 years of age. For more information, log on to Glen Eagles website or check out your nearest Glen Eagles and find out more about how you can take part. So aspiring designers, 12,000 ringgit up for grabs for you.
There you go. Now, speaking of which, student-based competitions, again, this is another student-based competition or another student-based event that's coming in, calling Challenging Yourself with Malakoff. We've got, of course, Yusop Rashid, who's the head of corporate affairs and external relations of Malakoff Corporation. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, and Terence.
Thanks
Morning.
for
How are you doing,
joining
sir?
us this morning.
I'm feeling all right.
So how's the world of privatized power doing for you? Pretty good?
I'm here for sports. Can I also forget that?
Trying to
very
slot
well
in
said.
slot in
Yeah,
a
for
question
sports.
there, but you know, okay.
You just moved in
You
real
just
smooth,
moved
you know.
straight into the topic. All right, let's talk a little bit about this. Since we're talking about CSR today,
Yeah.
how do you incorporate CSR into your operation?
Well, Malakoff Corporation, we've been around for the last 37 years, if I may say. And CSR activities has always been in our DNA.
Yeah.
And only such in 2009, we formalized that and we named it Malakoff Community Partnerships, which is basically our CSR platform, and it's very focused on 3 areas: education and sports and environment.
Now, let's give a little bit of insight to the viewers out there about Malakoff. So, a little bit of information on Malakoff and maybe the services that Malakoff has and the work that you do.
Yeah, basically, we were a plantation company when we were incorporated in 1973. We've been a public listed company, and in 1990s we ventured into what you call this the power business. All right, but I'm not here to talk about it.
Right. You said that twice. We get it.
So basically, we own power plants in Malaysia,
All right.
right? And we sell our electricity to our off-taker, national utility, which is of course Tenaga Nasional Berhad. And we also do water desalination overseas, as well as operate and maintain plants. And one of our niche business now is first one would be on the 12th of May.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be in University Malaya. The second one would be on the let me just check my dates. 19th of May.
Okay.
It will be in UPM, University Putra Malaysia. And the last and final leg will be at in UPNM, the National Defence University, and that would be on the 26th of May.
Wow.
So it is still open for those who are interested to
Participate.
Please come and join
Any
us.
fee that's incurred?
There's going to be a minimal fee that we charge for university students, 30 ringgit I think for one race, and 75 for the 3 races.
Right.
But you get to get good breakfast.
Right.
You get dry fit T-shirt.
Ah, okay.
Right.
You get goodies, and it's going to be really very officially organized race where each one of the participants will be wearing this, what you call this, timing chips.
Right.
Yeah, so gone are the days where you will have to write
sit and write,
manually
yes.
and you
Yeah.
hand over a piece of paper to the winner. No, it's all computerized up to the last seconds.
Wow.
Fantastic. We were talking about dirty food and not really healthy food. How healthy are our university students? I mean, they participated in more than, I don't know how many races now. We've always talked about this. How healthy are they when it comes to your races?
Basically, our objective is to get. It's not about health,
Right.
It's more about healthy living. The concept is different. I've heard about your earlier segments. University students will sooner become leaders of our country, be in the public or private sector.
True.
And sporting events, when you organize sporting events, you basically promote harmony, because nobody could say no to sports. And it's just cut across the entire spectrum of social or economic class, right? Skin color and whatnot. So it unites everyone.
Yeah.
And that's one. And the second one is that we want future leaders. They'll be either in the public or private sector. We want them to become healthy. You want them to become health conscious. You can think better. You can, and they will have a happy life.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's very interesting that you're getting university students to participate in this, and it's good that you're actually looking at the younger generation coming into, endurance sports, because this is like a beginner to the big one that's coming up much later in the year. When we look at sports as such, there are the veterans, there are the semi-mid ones, and there is the beginner. So this is the beginner. So if the beginner wants to come into something like this, stop laughing. What can we do? I mean, what would you be advising for the beginners who want to get into both this, like the cycling and the sprinting?
I'm laughing because she was a beginner 4 years ago.
And still a beginner. Basically, it's a basic sports, but it's about endurance. So all you need to do, if you know how to run, it's not good enough that you be able to run, but you should be able to build your stamina. So basic thing is training. The second one is cycling. You got to get the right bike, not those with ping ping ping. Yeah. So it's gonna be a road bike.
Right.
Right. Not the one you can use mountain bike, fine, but that would be slower as compared to a lighter road bike. And you will have to, the same as running, you got to build your stamina, right? So because it's going to be a sprint event, so and you need to familiarize with your bike, how to balance it, because each and every bike has its own character. So sometimes you ride on the bike, you can release
your hands,
hands and
let
all
go your
here,
hands
and then you can do. But you go in another bike, oops, you feel so awkward about it. So you got to be really get yourself familiarized with the bike in terms of balancing. So that's important. This basic preparation. Yeah, training.
Training, it's all about training.
When you run, do you run with shoes on or without?
With shoes on.
With shoes on.
Wouldn't come to work with them otherwise.
Barefoot running is becoming a fad, isn't it?
It is becoming a fad. There are shoes designed to mimic barefoot running.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of prefer the non-barefoot style because I feel a
old
lot more
school style.
protected. I don't know. What about you, sir? Which one do you support? Barefoot running or
I mean, is it
protected
advisable to have barefoot running here in our country?
I think it's gonna be really the asphalt or the road's gonna be really hot, and then you got thick skin there on your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got a lot of pebbles here and there. The roads are not very nice. I think it's preferable to wear shoes.
To wear shoes.
Yeah, but of course there are people who like to run barefooted just to make a difference. So that's really it's up to the individual.
It's an individual preference, I suppose. But then it depends on how safe you are when you're running, barefoot, isn't it?
But the whole fad came about because of this African American who ran an Olympic race barefoot.
Yeah.
And he won.
Yeah.
So that's how it started basically. But I don't know. I still prefer more covered running.
Conventional style.
So talk to us about how anyone can register. There's also application for the members of the public, you're saying?
Yeah, you can actually download our application form at www.duathlonseries.com.my. So all the information, the required information is in the website. So please do, if you are interested to join the MUDS or Malakoff University Duathlon Series, please do visit the website.
So you can find it on Malakoff as well, yeah? On the Malakoff website?
Yeah, there'll be a link that goes into that specific event registration. Yeah.
One more time for the viewers, quick note on the dates.
Okay, it's going to be on the 12th of May at UPM, and then on the
UM's first.
Sorry,
12th of May at
12
UM, and then you have 19th at UPM.
UPM, and the final will be on the 26th at UPNM.
UPNM.
Okay,
all right. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us in the program.
Thanks a lot.
Talking to you.
And it's 30 ringgit for students. Of course, if you want to do it for one, it's just one series. But if you want to do all of it, all 3 series and 3 venues, it's 75 ringgit.
Right.
Are you gearing up for it already?
I don't think so. I'm not into competitive running yet. Maybe next year after
I'm still beginner, so I've got that going.
Yes. And it's